Welcome to Some Good News, the Alignable edition. I'm Chuck Casto, and I am delighted to bring you this interview with Raven Blair Glover, otherwise known as Raven the Talk Show Maven. She's a former CBS and CNN radio correspondent, and she is a 2016 recipient of the President's Lifetime Achievement Award from none other than Barack Obama. And she is here to talk to us about a brand new campaign she's launching called Broadcasters Unite, Uplift the World, designed to help everybody to feel better as we're all getting through these challenging times. Raven, so great to have you here. I am so excited about talking about this new movement, Broadcasters Unite, Lift Up the World movement, and we need it. We need it now. Tell me how it started. Tell me how people can get involved.
Thank you, Chuck. I'm so glad we're here. And yes, we need to lift up the world because OMG, are we ever. We're in a dark place right now, as you know. You know, we're in a confusing place. We're in a very frightening, scary, uncertain place. COVID-19, just a lot of, things in general beyond that has happened, but it all started with COVID-19. Right. And to be honest, that's how the Broadcasters Unite Lift Up the World event was created. First of all, thank you for having me on to talk about this. And I want to thank each and every one of you that are tuning in, viewing this, in all the different places that you can see it. And we want to invite you to just, stay close because we're going to need you, each and every one of you, to help us make this into a movement, right? It started as a project. Chuck just renamed it as a movement, which I kind of like. Yeah. And let me tell you what we're talking about. So it started with me being inspired by my husband and being one of the producers of We Are the World. And I think it was a couple weeks before my 69th birthday. So it was probably around the end of March. We were looking at on Netflix or somewhere, the making of We Are the World. And what was interesting is at first, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, all these great people, Cyndi Lauper, they were excited about seeing each other. Many of who were friends that they hadn't seen in a long time, and many who were for the first time seeing someone that they always wanted to meet. They knew of them, and the other person knew of them, but they never was in the same place at the same time. Right. So it was pretty exciting watching everybody so excited about seeing each other. And then Quincy Jones says, okay, let me get everybody's attention. And he introduced the person that inspired him to do the We Are the World project. The person that I guess they collaborated on getting this done. Well, why that was so fascinating and how it inspired me to do the Broadcasters Unite Lift Up the World project movement is because I went from seeing them laughing and being excited to see each other to actually seeing them make the transition of, oh my God, this is serious. We're here for a reason. We're here for a cause. It's not about us seeing each other for the first time or getting back together for a party. You see what I'm saying, Chuck?
Right.
So I seen that instant transformation from the time they came in to the time that guy got on the platform and Quincy introduced him and he told his story. He told the story of how the kids was not eating for days and months and families sharing a piece of bread or whatever it was. I can't remember the exact story, but seeing that instant transformation touched my heart. In fact, it touched my soul.
Right.
And I was in a dark place because of the coronavirus and it coming out, and it was saying, if you're over 60, pretty much stay home, sweat it out, don't come to the hospital, that the younger ones could come in. And it scared me. Remember, I was 2 weeks away from my birthday.
Right.
And I was like, OMG, yes, I am someone that has underlying conditions. I am someone that's over 60, and they're saying they rather us stay home. And then if the fever gets really bad, come in. And at this time, it was very confusing, and it was very scary.
Yes.
And so watching that, it took me from worrying about me and the coronavirus and what was going to happen to me and my family to me being inspired to lift up the world, because I started thinking, well, there's other people like me, my
Right.
fellow baby boomers, my fellow midlife, people that
Right.
was scared. And there was other people that was feeling uncertain, and am I going to live through this? And that was basically what I was feeling. And from watching that, the We Are the World movement, and seeing their instant transformation, hearing the guy's story, it inspired me to do the Broadcasters Unite Lift Up the World. So I know that's a long answer, but I wanted to let people know mainly that when we take the focus off of our pain, how much more we can do.
Right. And the
Mm-hmm.
power of positivity, which
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah.
really what's underlying this movement. So, talk to me a little bit about how people can get involved in the movement in terms of sending in their Zoom videos and what you want them to talk about and how all this will air when it's
Yes,
and how long it
absolutely. So
takes.
Broadcasters Unite is going to run on the oh my goodness, help me out, Chuck. Look up. I think it's the 24th, Friday the
It's the
24th,
24th. Yep, that's what we're aiming
2020.
for, right?
It's going to air on our TV channels, Raven International TV, which is on Roku. We're setting up a Broadcasters Unite movement TV channel so that it will also air there on Roku. It'll air on Amazon Fire. It'll air on my podcast, on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, several places like that. People will be able to say, Alexa, play Broadcasters Unite, or Siri, play Broadcasters Unite, and they will be able to tune in. And for 24/7, it's just going to be one positive video after another that's going to lift up the world's spirits, that's going to give the world hope again, that's going to say, hey, we're all going through this together, but this too shall pass. That will give people strategies and techniques of what others are doing to stay, as you say, Chuck, positive, to stay motivated during, a very dark and uncertain and scary time.
Yes.
We're not going to air any news. If we do, it'll be good news that you can use. I think we will bring on some good news reports. We'll sprinkle it, because there's a lot of good things that are happening right now. And I think we're focusing on the bad. Every now and then, if you Google good news going on in coronavirus, you'll hear of people, how a daughter and mom made thousands of masks. The daughter brought the idea, not being in school, because she wanted to help. So those are things that we will sprinkle in between these motivational, inspirational videos.
Thanks so much, Raven, for that interview and for launching such a wonderful campaign. Now, if you'd like to join the Broadcasters Unite campaign, please take your video clip. It can be a minute long, 2 minutes long, up to 15 minutes long, and send it to talkshowmaven@gmail.com. And please, in the subject line, add video submission. So thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more Alignable videos on this YouTube channel. And in the meantime, remember, stay safe, stay strong, and stay positive.